Welcome to the Tone Lounge. My name is Jonathan. Today we're checking out the NuX Plexi Crunch. Now, if you want to jump to any section of this video, just use the chapters below. Now, if you want to support the channel, you can do like Tracy and Tom and head on over to my Patreon account. The link is in the description box below. Now, this pedal obviously is taking inspiration from the whole Marshall thing. You can tell by the name Plexi and by the look, which is very Marshall in nature. From the name, you get the impression that it has a vintage type of voice. To me, it sounds more like a modern Marshall. Now, that's not to say that this is a bad thing. I do really like the JCM 800 sound, especially like a modded one if you want to go for a more modern rock type of tone. This pedal does that really well. I find that if you bring the distortion down all the way, you still have a lot of gain on tap. So it doesn't clean up by itself all that well. And once you get past noon, you get into some pretty extreme Marshall heavy tones, which can be very cool if that's what you're looking for. But if you're basing your purchase just on the name alone, Plexi, it doesn't really sound like a vintage Marshall, in my opinion. So that's what I'm concluding from this. It is a hot-rodded Marshall, although the name says Plexi. who is this pedal for? If you're someone that's looking for a Marshall in a box, but you don't have a whole lot of money to dedicate to that particular pedal. Maybe it's not going to be your main drive. Maybe you just need it for the occasional song, or maybe you're interested in the Marshall sound, but you don't want to buy another amp just to see if you like it. This, at this price point, makes absolute sense. So those would be the people that I think might be interested. And also, if you're looking for something that's a bit different than what's currently on your board and you haven't experimented with the whole amp in a box kind of thing, this might be a very good introduction for you. If you're someone that's looking for a vintage type of voice in terms of Marshall tone, this might not be what you're looking for. Obviously, it has a more modern touch with way more gain on tap, even with the gain rolled off completely. So if you're an old school cat and you're looking for that Jimi Hendrix Strat into Marshall tone, or maybe, classic rock from the 70s, that might not be the voicing that you're looking for. If you enjoyed this video, there are plenty more like it in the Vox Friendly Pedal series. And if you're looking for more affordable options like the NuX, I have videos appearing right here on screen right now. Click on one of those, and I'm going to see you in the next episode. Cheers.